My previous video covered New Israel Fund that sponsors and/or is closely affiliated with organizations Unacceptable Ameinu, JSpace Canada, Mitvim, Standing Together, Breaking the Silence, Third Narrative, and Peace Now. These organizations oppose the IRA definition, advocate for sanctions against Israel, for arms embargo, support UNRWA, and some even call for the end of Zionism. None of it is new. Almost 20 years ago, New Israel Fund gave $500,000 to Masawa, an organization that called for the eradication of the Israeli flag and national anthem. Now let's have a look at grantees who are closely affiliated with terrorists. In 2022-2023, New Israel Fund sponsored an organization called Foundation for Middle East Peace. FMEP lists New Israel Fund as its own grantee on their website. Who else does FMEP sponsor? Al-Quds Jerusalem, an organization that believes that vision of Jerusalem must be shaped by the Palestinians. Visualizing Palestine, an organization promoting APR, anti-Palestinian racism, the narrative that erases the Jewish identity and forbids criticizing Palestinian terrorism. Palestine Legal, an organization advocating for free Palestine. You know, the one from water to water will be Arab. In one of their latest tweets, Palestine Legal provides legal advice to Hamas supporters on US campuses. Build Palestine, an organization founded in Palestine by Palestinians to support Palestinians who will build a liberated Palestine. The top post in their blog starts with the words, Israel 15-month-long genocidal assault in Gaza. The list goes on. Foundation for Middle East Peace also funds JVP, Jewish Voices for Peace, an openly anti-Zionist organization working to annihilate Israel. Quick anecdote, in 2023 it became apparent that JVP Twitter is managed by Hatem Bazian, the SJP founder. Do you still remember that we are talking about the so-called progressive Zionist New Israel Fund, Ameinu, JSpace Canada, Unacceptable, and their peer organizations? Buckle up, there is more to come. In 2022, Israel designated 6 organizations as terrorist organizations. The 6 belong to PFLP, the Popular Front for Liberation of Palestine, which is a notorious Marxist socialist terrorist group known for plane hijackings, suicide bombings, shootings, stabbings, and other terror attacks. 2 out of the 6, Al-Haq organization and Defense for Children International Palestine, DCIP, are grantees of FMEP. Al-Haq organization and another terrorist organization out of the 6, Adamir, collaborated and co-hosted events together with Adalah, another New Israel Fund and FMEP grantee. In response to the designation of 6 PFLP organizations as terrorists, 11 Israeli civil society organizations issued a call to donors to increase funding of the terrorists. 6 out of the 11, Breaking the Silence, B'Tselem Center for the Defense of the Individual, Amoked, Human Rights Defenders Fund, Iramim, and Yesh Din, are funded by both New Israel Fund and FMEP. Another 4, Combatants for Peace, the Israeli Center for Public Affairs, OFEC, Physicians for Human Rights Israel, PHRI, Association for Civil Rights in Israel, are funded by either New Israel Fund or FMEP. This is just a fraction of organizations funded by New Israel Fund, but I ran out of screen space, so I will summarize. New Israel Fund funds numerous organizations whose goal is to annihilate Israel. New Israel Fund funds numerous organizations that call themselves progressive Zionists and who partner with those whose goal is to annihilate Israel. All this information is publicly available and has been publicly available for a while. You can find the links in the description of the video. What's newer is that New Israel Fund and Ameinu were also funded by USAID, but I will cover this in my next video. I'm Israel Chai.